one time when you were supposed to get your period when you went to Gen Con and you were like, damn, that's going to ruin my whole time, and the only reason why you know you're going to get it is because your husband's a G and he tracks it for you for his own selfish reasons, and you're like, no, it's cool, whatever, it'll be whatever, and you go to Gen Con and you don't get your period, and then you're drinking and you're like, it's cool, everything's going to be great, don't worry about it. And then it doesn't come still, and then it's like a week later and you're like, that's weird, you're never a week late except when you're pregnant, but you're definitely not possible that we could be pregnant because your husband did that one thing and took one for the team, and you're still not sure what's going on, but you're tired all the time, and that one time you're like, oh my gosh, my boobs hurt, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's the only time I ever felt like that was when I was pregnant, but you're definitely not pregnant. Then you think about your one friend who was celibate for 7 years, and then she ended up like coming up with like positive pregnancy tests, so you take a pregnancy test just to make sure that you don't have the same cancer that killed her, and then you go through that and you're like, no, definitely not pregnant, like that's great, didn't think I was, but you never know, maybe vas deferens grow back, I'm not really sure how that works, but then you're like, dang, it's like week 2 and then week 3 and I'm at the tail end, I finally get it, and maybe it's because the kids went back to school and all the stress is gone, even though your fridge is still broke, everything is still falling apart around you, but it's a little bit weird this time. And then you go through and you notice that it gets progressively worse, and you have all these blood clots, and then you have all these things happening to your body, and you keep changing out your pads and tampons and everything, and you're using so many different types of period underwear that you bought from Amazon overnighted because you didn't want to bleed through everything, and everything is just the worst. And then by Sunday you're like, damn, I should probably go to the hospital, I don't think we're supposed to be bleeding like this because this seems abnormal, and turns out that instead of a baby you have a baby cyst on your ovary. I'm fine. I'm not in pain. Just really annoyed. I was just kind of scared.